Hi, my name is Brooke Hilton and I'm a current junior at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. Today I'm going to be doing the Module 7 Voices discussion. I'm going to start out by talking about ethno-racism. I think this is the first time that I've really thought about it or been asked this question because I don't think it's talked about enough. I think we just hear the word racism and we don't talk about the categories or subcategories of racism, especially in the news media or mainstream media, things like that. And I think it's really important to talk about, and it's just not talked about enough. Ethnic racism is not only racism because of someone's color of their skin, their race, but it also includes their ethnicity. So their religious beliefs, their background, their origin, their culture, where they come from. And it takes race and ethnicity and shows how they intersect in ways that can encourage or promote stereotypes or exclusion or systemic inequality. Ethno-racism can occur when a single person or groups of people are marginalized not only for the color of their skin, but their ethnicity as well. Like again, their cultural or religious background, things like that. A good example of this is that a Middle Eastern immigrant could face racism not only due to their race, but their skin color, not only due to their race or skin color, but their accent, their religion, their language, things like that. Social workers, when talking about how they can be effective allies, I think it's really important to talk about cultural humility. Cultural humility is not just being trained on it, it's also a lifelong learning process. It's self-reflection and being open to hearing what your clients have to say and other people's experiences as well. As a social worker, you don't want to just assume you know about ethno-racism and all these things, but just because you hear about it or you've learned about it or you've been trained on it. It's very important to actively listen to your clients, discover their own biases, and have empathy for them in order to build trust. When you're advocating for a client, it's not only encouraging them, but it's maybe challenging policies or systems that can encourage ethno-racism. There's things like discriminatory housing practices and policies. There's also biased immigration laws and lack of access to services. Social workers should also make sure that the voices of their clients are being heard and don't just speak for them, allow them to advocate for themselves as well. An area that can still be confusing for me is where we can draw a clear line, or can we draw a clear line between racism, ethno-racism, and xenophobia? I think that these concepts can often overlap when talking about topics like these, and especially in real world experiences, and it can make them hard to kind of disentangle and tell the difference. A good example of this would be a Latino person being told to go back to their country. Is that racism, ethno-racism, xenophobia, or all three? It's really hard to disentangle those, and I think it's just really important that we are more educated overall. This goes back to mainstream media not talking about ethno-racism. I think it's really important to be educated on all to make sure that we can draw clear lines and we can answer that question. Is it a clear line? Is it all three? Can we even draw the clear lines? Things like that. So overall, xenophobia and social workers being effective allies go hand in hand together, and it's very important to make sure that your clients are well taken care of and that you're well trained on all three of these.